destroy the #1 team. We want to be like Tyloo, we got to be able to do it as well.
I think that's fair to say. Look, for Vici, this is definitely a game that they need to win to get those better seedings. Jam Young's showing us some excellent practice he's putting in. Hopefully he's not playing towards window. Yeah, for Vici, they do desperately want to be winning this one. Ooh, that was clean. Tiger are favored to take it. I think it's fair to say on Mirage. It's why we all expected a 2-1.
Didn't know we were coming on camera. I was gonna go get a quick drink while you were talking away, but you know what? I'll have one of no, there's no one here. No one likes me. I won't be able to get someone to get me a drink. I'll have to do it myself a little bit later on. Yeah, so Mirage, I really can't see this going any other way than Tiger. Obviously, we saw Joking have a really good game. Jam Young as well. I think that's kind of two pieces to the puzzle they need. Obviously, unlocking Kaze as well might prove to be a little bit difficult for 9 if we do see the op battles kick off in towards middle. But I did, in general, kind of like... I want to say Vici's T-style better on Train. They were like super aggressive. Not Train, on Nuke. They were super aggressive at some points, and we didn't really see Tiger rush too often in any of these rounds. But we'll see here. This round's gonna be kicking off. They will be starting off on the CT side for Vici and T side for Tiger.
Yeah, well, here we go. Tiger attacking with lots of utility. They've got 2 sets of smokes and flashbangs. Looking in towards that B site. They take over the control and start this round out. Urkast picks up Alman. Do they expect Jam Young to be close? They haven't checked him. He gets the opportunity for one. A second. Dobu completely confused. And it's pulled back into a 3-on-3. At this point, I think Vici kind of got to play retake. But in a pistol round, you never want your opponents to get that bomb plant. Advent making sure that doesn't happen, at least not easily. Over his dead body, he says. As Kaze goes through the smoke, Advent's not there to help him. He needs to push back through and give that assistance. But they're winning every single duel. NCL got to find all 3 kills. He sees them. He knows exactly where the players are, but that's not enough. He had to hit the shots and couldn't manage it as 1-0 goes in favor of Vici. That's the start they really needed coming into the pistol round.
It looked good from the beginning for Tiger. And you saw him just rushing in towards the site. But Jam Young, you can't forget about this guy. You can't sleep on him. You cannot afford to not check angles that he's just going to sit at. And of course, Joking coming in from behind on the quick rotate. Seems like they had a really good read into the way Tiger were going to play out that pistol round. Now they get to play with the advantage. However, Tiger obviously invested into his 4 Tech 9s and a Deagle. I don't hate this buy. I really don't, Mitch. A little bit of run and gun action. Hopefully for them can close the distance, close that gap. And you already see Jam Young waiting with the nade in hand to just punish them. However, there's no Molotov to stop them from rushing towards B.
I guess that's what the SMGs are for most of the time. Let them in and take them down. Alman from afar, an easy little crossfire with his teammate towards the bench. They'll maintain this control and stop the plant from coming down as reinforcements make their way through. Alman's already got himself a 3K, a 4K, and almost the ace with Zoking. He came in and took it away. Why would you do that? How cruel.
I wonder what it feels like to get an ace. Actually, so I stopped casting Counter-Strike for a while. I moved on to start doing some Overwatch. And after not playing for like what seemed like, I'm pretty sure it was like 2 years, in the very first game I play, in the very first pistol round, I pulled off an ace. I should just stop there because the rest of the game went downhill.
Finished on 6 kills.
6. I was on 5. GG, yep. Also, a respectable answer would have been cool story, bro.
A little too long to write. Well, this is not going according to plan for Tiger at all, is it? They've just been absolutely shredded. 1 kill onto Advent. See if they can get another. But they're giving over lots of SMG money, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Advent got the 2 kills in the UMP.
Isn't that what life's about? Making money?
Exactly.
No, Mitch. That's not what life's about.
What's it about, Jason?
Educate me. It's about leaving the world in a better place than you were born into it.
Nah, screw that. It's about money.
I mean, you could do that with money. Hell, if I was Bill Gates and I had, $80 bazillion, I would give you a little bit, Mitch.
Thank you, Jason.
I'd buy you a Subway.
Oh, hell yeah. Now we're talking. It's the way to my heart.
Food or Subway?
Either.
Okay, because if you said Subway, I would call you Happy Gilmore. You could be easily the spokesperson for it in Counter-Strike.
I'm happy with that. I'll take it. I'll take that job. Paid in Subways.
You know, I think it's so sick looking at Denmark. What is it, McDonald's? Supporting
Yeah.
Astralis? Like, that's so cool.
It was NIP as well, I think. In Sweden, they had the NIP burgers.
Isn't that just crazy? Like, that's how ingrained esports and not even esports. Like, people know the games. Like, everyone's played games in their life at some point. But to have a brand, an organization with an esports be represented like that, that's so sick.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Now I just need the Jason Kaplan Big Mac and J Cap Mac, J Big Cap. I don't know, the Big Cap. Ooh, I like it. It took me a while. See, it sells itself. I'd eat that.
I don't think anyone else would, Jason.
It would just be 8 patties with cheese on 2 slices of bread.
Oh, here we go. King. He's shot in the back from Palace. Good little push out by Urcast and a difficult retake for Vichi. Kaze has to do a lot in from CT. Look at the damage done. Dobu and 9 are both 4 and 2 HP. But Kaze doesn't know that. He has no way to know. Going with his Tech 9 out, he might get the kill to 9. If he does, I think he probably goes for this. 9 not showing himself though. Looks like Kaze will get away safely. Oh man, that's heartbreaking.
I was talking about burgers because I thought this round was pretty much done with how it started off. Well done by Tiger, though. But again, this is kind of what we're going to expect, right? Mirage should be a map that Tiger going to win. Whether in that fashion, obviously, still is yet to be decided. Just like on Nuke, you can't really count Tiger out at any point in these rounds. At least there's still money for Vici, right? They get 3 cleanly. They get a lot of kills before, like you mentioned over on the SMGs, especially in the bonus round. So they're going to be able to reforce in. It's just about whether Tiger can pull this off a second time. Why was Advent turning? Was there a flashbang?
I'm guessing he expected one. Not sure. It was a clean enough push by Tiger. Remember, we talked about Mirage before, and we always say the rules don't necessarily apply here. The same as Dust 2. If you find yourself 8-7 at the half, regardless of which team you are, you'll be relatively happy. Kaze has been taken down to start this round off, though, and no one's going to be happy about that. I will say it's dangerous. We just went straight out for the peaks, right? He wasn't flashed. You're still able to see. They just got the best of him this time. And that's not necessarily always going to happen.
Damn Young, he just wants this shop. He's getting very lucky. No one's pushing behind him, however. Actually gonna back away. Looks like they want to regroup and execute towards the A site. However, they only have 2 smokes. So they're going to leave CT open, and they have to worry about Advent. I mean, him pushed up into Palace. It's just the one-on-one against Aircast. It's going to be a big kill if Aircast can pull it off. Yeah, Advent's not going to miss out on that one. Nice little off angle as well. Now this is hard for the T's to get in here properly because they have to worry about being attacked from multiple angles. They do have the player of NCL who pushed up connectors, so they can save their smokes a little bit longer. Joking. Oh. He wants to stop the plant. He comes around the corner, and he doesn't expect to be so far around. That ends up costing him his life. Not before Dobu gets knocked down to 11 HP, down to the 3-on-3 now. Very winnable. The defensive hold, sorry, 3-on-4. Felt like a 3-on-3 since Dobu had no HP, and now it will be. Petroswan going to be spotted out. 9 peeks very wide to get the kill, and Advent now has pushed into Palace. And Jamyoung can't provide any support here with Op. This has to be a save. Yeah, I was going to say, it has to be a save, and Tiger again. Pick up another round. Cabal has yet to get on the board, though, Mitch.
It's definitely not ideal having Cabal trail behind a little bit, but on the T side, it's more acceptable. What I'm surprised about is that opening duel to Kaze. really isn't going to be something you can repeat again and again. He should be getting the op this time, and oh, it was through the smoke. That explains it. That's nasty. I thought it was the player he was actually peeking. I was thinking that was a very quick headshot. And that's that play kind of removed. Once you get punished for it, you know, the players obviously aren't that likely to take it out again. For a while anyways. So the aggressive short should be safe. Jam Young with the AWP takes the safe route over. Posts on the left side. Problem with him going safe is that he doesn't know. So that smoke could have been used for them to cross over mid. Because he wasn't there in time to stop them. So he'll spend a lot of this round paranoid. They use a Molotov, or he does, to clear it out. Now they know no one's top mid, right? So they start to rotate. It's in towards the B site where the utility's being used up. But as they're about to find out, this is all just a big ruse. The op firing off, and then the push onto A. Oh, Advent. So close.
Oh! 1 HP for Aircast. Maybe what, you throw the pistols in, you save the op. Vichi have been saving for quite a few of these rounds. Definitely a big struggle. Their retakes seem to be a little bit too hard to pull off. Almond, yeah. I mean, who was going to expect an op to be in T-spawn like that? Really watching the flanks. Maybe Kaze wants to challenge out with this. No King with the 5.7 and the Mac 10. Maybe they're just holding for anyone to get aggressive yet. They're spawned and they're going to even leave, what's that, an AK? Did Aircast drop his AK behind him? He wanted to push up for information.
I don't know.
A little awkward there.
I will say Kaze played a great bait there. He was in towards the window, just shooting down on the player below and bottom mid. And that allowed Zoking to then come up underpass and take the Mac 10 down. It ends up getting saved, and it's in the hands of Almond at the moment. He's got the ability to buy an M4 and a very light set of utility, but it looks like he is going to keep the SMG. Underpass push, straight off. Yeah, looks like it. No. He's playing support for mid. Okay. I like that. Usually you look at the Mac 10 and think that's going to be the aggressive player, but it makes sense for him to sit back and support.
But I mean, how is he supposed to make this gun work now? Where is he gonna play to be able to use the Mac 10 efficiently?
It's just to try to force close range fights. Eventually, I mean, 17 health here for Zoking. I think I don't even know what he can do here. Taking the AWP away from Kaze is never going to be a good idea. Taking the Mac 10, he'll do nothing with it. I guess he just tries to use it. Nope. He is going to do the Bogdan Law. He's going to take the AWP. Even on a 17 health. Taking it away from Kaze. Which is the more surprising thing here.
Big shoes
to
fill.
Kaze is capable with an M4 even.
It seems like as well Tiger, like even thinking back to Nuke, they play so slow. Really dragging out the time. 30 seconds left and they're starting to finally make their way in towards B. They still have a smoke. They have 2 incendiaries. However, Jam Young, he's going to have one of his own. And if he holds this angle, if he doesn't get forced to turn around at the perfect time. Oh, this is frustrating. Jam Young's got to be mauling right now as they're going to take the site. Even look to pick up all of these kills. They can't save a single time now in this round. I guess here's one. The round's already done, but it's all about these kills. That's frustrating for Vichi.
Every single one dropped. Though it's definitely going to be something that tilts them a little bit. And overall, I mean, these last couple of rounds have been really good for Tiger. There's a whole lot of damage being done. And it's been buy round after buy round for Vichi. That level of consistency is going to get them pretty far. I did mention they've played here before, right? On Mirage, like, obviously both teams have played quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But they had head-to-heads. And Tiger 2 times back in May, the 7th and the 21st. They beat Vichi 16-7 and then 16-11 the next time. Each one was with a 9-6 CT side. So that's a pretty consistent factor. And then their T side was 7 rounds, but 7-1 or 7-5, depending. So we know they've got a good T side when it comes to after the pistol anyways. Which we're already seeing here that their buy rounds are solid. And if you're estimating them to get 9 rounds CT side based on the last 2 games where they did that both times, well, Tiger are already pretty close to getting the win conditions out for the Terror side. They just need 3 more rounds and they'll be, based on previous performances, pretty likely to take it.
A little bit of a tech pause coming through, as you can see on the timer. Hopefully those issues will be sorted quickly. I was gonna say swiftly, and then for some reason decided to change last second. Cabal on the Krieg, by the way. I think it's not the first time we've seen him use it, but interesting to see. And he's bringing out this weapon that's kind of been retired. Did you
even buy Vichi?
What's up?
Even by Vici, they've not been using the Krieg. Like Cabal, I don't think I've seen them take it out. On with the exception of this series, I don't think I've seen them take it out.
Mm. Did you use the Krieg a bunch when it was mainstream?
Oh yeah, I mean I was using the Krieg for a fair bit before it. Hawka always used it. I mean I'm pretty convinced he knew someone at Valve who they changed it just for him, because he would invest into it every single round. And then it became the meta, and he just looked like a genius. And he predicted it.
But was he ever getting kills with it?
A few per game.
What's a few?
Like 3.
Out of how many?
Out of a game.
How many did he get in the game? 3 total kills?
Oh yeah. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, probably 3 Krieg kills out of 5 kills total.
Okay.
Something like that. We used to play with Hulk, and we'd have this thing where we would say, we'd set a goal for him at the start of the game, and it was just to get 10 kills. It was all we wanted, just get 10 kills. He met it most of the time. Now he's very good. In fairness, yeah, I'll give Hulk one thing. He perseveres. He's gotten much better at Rocket League. He's gotten much better at CS as well. He's a good gamer.
We gotta ask this. Dinko, Haka, 1v1 CS. Who's winning?
Probably Hawka, I think. I don't know 100%, but based on Dinko's HLTV rating of 0.7, I'd imagine Hawka would maul him. I was waiting for Dinko to rebuttal.
I think he probably forgot to unmute his microphone. You know, on a Dinko.
Maybe. Did a Dinko. This is a mouse problem for Kaze. Hopefully not too serious, like a sensor or something like that.
If you're a pro player and you don't have a second mouse,
dude,
wherever you're playing, that's your fault, I think.
Do you remember Woxic at the Face It Minor, where he like punched his mouse and snapped it in half, and then he had to borrow like Bardolph's or something because he didn't have one?
Yeah.
Like, how are you traveling to a minor without a spare mouse, and why are you punching it and breaking?
Well, the same problem of players in any esport losing their gear because their baggage is lost. Like,
yeah,
you bring your carry-on. You bring it in your carry-on.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When I go away, I have a gaming laptop I bring. I've got a mouse. It's all in my backpack because I don't trust airlines to, never mind to lose it, but even just to not break it. I feel like there's a decent chance, even with the right packaging. Like, I remember when I was over in Egypt on the way back, these dudes were literally, shut up, Jason. There were boxes with Fragile on them. Big, not cardboard boxes, but big kind of hard case boxes with Fragile taped all over them. And they were just chucking them at the conveyor belt. They're falling off, and they'd pick them up and chuck them again. Saw the same thing in England. Like cases with Fragile written on it. Chuck that up there. Probably like a load of fine china in it. It's just dust by the time it arrives. So yeah, I don't know who puts their laptop and all that sort of stuff in the check-in. I wouldn't trust them.
Oh no, definitely not. I don't know why. Yeah, because if it breaks, I mean, everyone's seen their luggage when it comes out. Like I've had a brand new piece of luggage that I bought for traveling, and then after my first flight, half of it's caved in, and I'm like, cheers,
Yeah.
thanks for that.
Yeah.
And we even get to travel in our own cases. You can see here, we get put back in the lovely PGL cases for transferring, for flying, and for safety. And we're heading to a break because we're going to have our own safety in our own mind here in case we start going extremely off topic while Kaze hopefully fixes his mouse. And we'll be back with you guys in a few minutes. Cross the fingers with me here, Mitch.
Gotcha.
I
gotcha.
wanted both, but thanks. Looks like all the issues have been sorted out. It looks like Kaze has found another mouse. And hopefully he's found one that kind of works for him too, because he's only on 2 kills out of the first 7 rounds. Going into the 8th round, maybe that's why he was having the issues. He's like, wait a minute, I only have 2 kills. There's got to be something wrong with my mouse. And they charge straight through underpass. Dobu who has no chance. He's completely blinded up. NCL and Cabal will swiftly shut that down.
Well handled afterwards, at least. They've lost a player already. Good shot by Jam Young. And with low HP on Urcast, NCL as well. Okay, he's 2 hits to a deagle, but still, unless it's a headshot, obviously. This could spiral out of control pretty quickly. Jam Young's picked up an AK. Notice he doesn't swap to it immediately. He waits till he's up close and has cover. Now pushing up on the ramp. NCL caught off guard. Good shot, but Jam Young, how is he still alive? Molly down. Player's going to push him. And oh, he might die to it. He does indeed. It's a one-hit Urcast. 14 health. Advent, not the player you look to clutch these out. But with Urcast so low, it's just one big flick to the body that he needs. 45 seconds left. He's moving to the ramp. He's not looking the right way. And Urcast will win it. But Vichi made that a very costly round for the T side.
The most unfortunate part about it is, look at their money. Make it costly, yes, but you're not going to see any immediate return in that. If they start to win rounds now, and you definitely would have an extra round like taken off the top from Tiger that they're able to afford. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate to not expect Aircast into Palace. That would have been a massive victory for them. And they've lost the last 5 rounds straight. Double op. Seems like a desperation play almost out of Vichi here.
Well, at this stage, I wouldn't be surprised, Jason. I mean, they're already behind by quite a bit. And we mentioned that both times Tiger have played versus Vichi, they got 9 rounds on the CT side. So there's a pretty decent chance that if they make it to 7, that this game goes their way and we end up on a 3rd map.
I mean, we should already know it's going into a 3rd map. It's you and me casting. You know, Blood and Dinko definitely earned their day rate today. Their 2 16-7s.
Well,
wonder what they got paid per word.
At least €2. Maybe 10 cents. Who knows?
It's quite a discrepancy between 10 cents and €2. Well, the double up, the big investment. If they lose this round, then I would imagine they're not going to return into it. You see Tiger keeping a few players back towards the top and middle, expecting Vichi maybe to get aggressive again because they were caught off last round. Look at this like crossfire, this heavy investment of players out of Vichi. Haze is going to have to hit a shot here if the ball comes around the corner, looking for the flash. Not going to catch out. The shot's going to miss. Joking turns around and gets the first. But not onto Dobu, and well, that's just going to be a 1-for-1 trade favoring the T side.
Yeah, they managed to thin out the defense, right? The map's the same size, but there's the same number of players to defend it. There's less net players to defend it, obviously. They just makes it much easier for these remaining Ts to get a push on and hopefully find a weaker defense waiting for them. Dobu's going up through mid. Already cleared out connector and short. And it looks like he wants to fake a little bit, considering his presence in con. They're going to be moving towards the B side, but 25 seconds left. I mean, he's going to make a move quickly. And no longer seeming like it's going to be a fake. Instead, the big flank. This post by Jam Young. He's got it. Oh, he misses the shot. Molly through. 13 seconds left. They've got to push through it. The smoke goes down on top of it. They lose a little bit of HP on the way out. Very, very little on NCL, actually.
He had a smoke.
Bomb's going to go down.
Could maybe have delayed that further, so they're pushing through, but doesn't get any single shot off. NCL with the kill and the plant. Tiger now in the 3-on-3, and the 3 players left for Vichi coming from the same position here, Mitch. This is going to be so tough to retake. The utility is not there either. Kaze is going to have to be gifted a shot. As long as Tiger plays safe, they should have a 6th.
Well, Nine's able to take down Elman. Advent falls by the wayside, and Kaze can't even get out alive. That is a tragic ending for Vichi as they give a 6th to Tiger and lose all their money in the process. They can't afford to invest in this. Should be pistols and armor, and we're likely seeing Tiger up on 7. At this point, it becomes very hard to argue against their probability of winning this map. Seems very, very likely.
It's just whether or not Tiger can close it out quick, or if they'll give Vichi that chance. I mean, it was 8 rounds straight for Vichi on Nuke. Can't forget about that. They can chain together rounds. Arcash is just waiting for them around this corner. It's going to be 2 players. Hopefully for his sake, he's not going to peek into it. Joking did get the better of him before. He's prepared this time, just straight to the head, just a snap to the dome. You know, it's weird. It feels like Tiger play better against better teams, and they play worse against lower tier teams. But I also feel like that's not a phenomenon unique to them.
Yeah, well, it's exactly what we were talking about with Blair, right? About people playing to the level of their opponents, and that's certainly what's been going on. Well, I mean, you mentioned Tiger playing slow T-side rounds. I think this one is a perfect example. But this is a perfect example of why you should, up against these Deagles. You never want to give them the opportunity. The problem is, with the clock so low and they're having to wait out that Molotov, they're in a lot of trouble. The time means they have to play much sloppier as they push on out, but they win every duel. One player on site shouldn't get away with a whole lot, and it's closed out immediately. They don't even get to plant the bomb.
Still so many players with so much cash. Our cast 9, we're on 12K. And really building up the funds. And that little shot at Aircast is like, fool me once, shame on you, and well, fool me twice isn't gonna happen. Clean, and it's clinical. If we do get to Inferno, I know I'm like jumping the gun a little bit. I mean, Vichi have a massive win record, 12 maps, 92% win rate. They've lost it once, and that was to Tai Lu, and they always seem to lose to Tai Lu. Well, as I say that, I noticed they lost once out of the 4 times they played him on Inferno. Beat him the other 3 times. Even a 16-5 versus Bren and a 16-8 versus Invictus.
Mm-hmm.
So if Tiger wanted to win, I feel like it probably just had to have been... It had to have been with Nuke. It had to be at least started off there.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. That early peak was not worth it. Nine's lost 93 HP, and had he have stood still to take a shot on somebody, if he'd actually seen someone, the best he would have gotten away with was a 1-for-1 trade. It's a bit of a crazy early round strat. I'm surprised Zoking's staying in that position. Oh, okay, he was just waiting to make sure the spam didn't come back in. Bailing back out of connector. As far as Vici know, they haven't done any damage, or very, very little. 9 in the molly isn't really predictable, and this A push will be coming in soon with only 2 players in position, both on angles that will be smoked off. Question for me is, does Zoking push through it to try and get an aggressive angle on them? And I doubt it. Simply because he's so low. Can't afford to fade through smoke to look for a fight. Oh my, okay. He's going to get it right up close and personal. Kaze's got a flashbang, but most importantly, the AWP. Oh, maybe most importantly, the flashbang. It's on its way through just as the smoke fades. Zoking with the swing, doesn't spot anybody. Re-smokes it. The players coming out of Palace. Oh, they catch Kaze with his nade out, maybe. Certainly not hitting the shot anyways, as it goes into a 4v3. Low HP on 9 still. He's not dealt with. And Vici have to contemplate a save. Not anymore. They've retaken the site. Urcast is down. Bomb planting is so low. And as the smoke fades, it's an easy kill for Jam Young. A 1v2 now, with Dobu being the last alive. A big performer for Tiger, but he hasn't got the time to do it. That is going to be another round for Vici. At long last, they're back on the board.
Definitely at long last. It's taken him so many rounds. And even then, it came down to just individual plays. How many's it been so far? Yeah, they won the first 3. That was their first round in 8 rounds. But now I wonder, right? I talked about on Nuke. There was like a flipping point, like a switch. It's all of a sudden flicked for Vici when they were down 4-0 and they won 8 straight. And they find that switch yet again here on the CT side and close out the last 4 rounds of the half. Nine's already gotten very far up in Palace. I'm not sure if Joe King will expect him to already be here. No one's going to be holding window. I don't think Nine's going to really have an angle for now. Oh my god. The second he turns away, Mitch. The second he looks towards stairs.
That's just the way this is going, Jason. You have to accept it's a game of timing, really, isn't it? The molly through to 9 pushes him back. At least giving them an opportunity there for Vici. And Jam Young tucked in the apartments is all by his lonesome. Evidently, Tiger are being a bit too predictable on these A pushes, but maybe they know that. Because they start to make noise, they smoke over, they show presence, and then they rotate back towards the T-spawn, where the bomb currently is, and it's moving in towards the apartments to that site, which only has Jam Young by his lonesome. Dobu ready to cut off the rotates. And this could be very, very dangerous. Especially, yeah, so once Dobu finds that, so long as he doesn't die now, they've got short control. They know that it can't be retaken. So pushing forward, it's a very two-dimensional push that they need to make happen.
It's actually going to go into window now. And NCL is going to be the one holding connector. But Jam Young, 3 kills is what's required. Let's the first go. Oh, that's the bomb and the double kill. Jam Young. All right, just won the round. 17 seconds left. They have to get up there. NCL. Got to deal with the man on site. Time just needs to be bought. And maybe it won't. Kaze gets the kill on a Dobu. Now he has to pick up the bomb and go for the plant, and there's no time left. NCL, he'll get the kill to at least make it expensive. But Vici's going to pick up another round. Oh. Oh!
Well, that was very much needed. Otherwise, NCL was in for no money in the next round. A beautiful shot to secure the AWP.
Gonna go change my underwear.
That was gorgeous, though. I mean, things started out so well for Tiger. It was all down to this play by Jam Young, letting a player past him and then swinging afterwards. It's exactly what he needed. He bought just enough time for them to win that one out. Look at that. Gorgeous.
Now they get aggressive. That's 2 rounds back to back. Their cast is waiting for it. Oh my.
Again and again.
He's
got his back turned. He's got his back turned. Oh, they've seen him.
I'm frustrated.
Imagine how frustrated they'll be when they watch this demo back.
It's really just a game of seconds, and that's what's so frustrating now. Again, just this map alone, we've seen so many times now. You hold an angle a second longer, and that's probably a kill, and that can determine how the round actually goes. We're gonna rotate back towards B, but Joking's gonna spot them out and spawn. He gets the kill. He retreats away to make sure to maintain an advantage. And Jam Young again. Gonna fall into him and Kaze's got the scout, but now in the meantime over towards connector, gets the first kill. It's dinked up and almost hits the flick. And changed the pace. Heading towards the A site, Joking. Trying to look for something. He gets flanked around towards the back, and he's good for 1. It'll still be the 3-on-2, and Kaze will hit the scout. Doesn't look like Vichi won the last round, but I can guarantee you they have.
It's true. And the sad thing about that is that they're not able to really do anything there. Like 9, if he got rushed down by Jam Young on that MP9, that's the easiest kill of his life. But it's the scout that goes in for the kill. So the 1 HP, the 3 HP he survives with will most likely give them that op carried forward to the next round. It definitely gives them the round win. It's pretty devastating, but that's the way it goes. 8-5, Vici really not showing up here on Mirage. Jam Young wants to find an exit. He goes to mid, and that's a free kill. Bit of extra cash, and maybe even that AWP for him. Maybe. He's going to be peeked from window, and he does. He's at least taking it away from the T side. Better than nothing.
Good cover. Really good cover, and he even shoots around his teammate. The guaranteed first time for Tiger. Vici. Well, yeah, they won the first map. But I really wonder what it is about Mirage that they seem to struggle on. I mean, they have a strong opera with Kaze. Have Jam Young, who can easily be that lurk. Have Joking, who can entry. And it's a very puggy map, so I'm really not sure why this is such a tough one for him.
Well, Tiger is certainly working the opening picks very well, but when you notice in those situations like 9 just surviving on 3 HP, if he dies, they may well win that round. He was the one that then opened up the A site, allowed them to get so close to take down Zoking on the bomb site itself, finished off Kaze to put the 2v3 to rest. If you actually remove that, if one more shot was hit onto him and he was taken down, if the player he was fighting at an AK, there's a whole lot of scenarios. Man, even if he had a Deagle, that would have been a completely different round. Survivability, definitely something that Tiger will be thankful for. What's most surprising to me is the fact that they're pushing bomb sites so late. I mean, 30 seconds, 40 is probably the most we've seen left on a clock when Tiger decided to push towards an actual bomb site and dedicate for the plant. And that's causing problems. Even in this round alone, look, Jam Young's up behind them. They're only just now leaving ramp, and he is basically a few meters behind, lagging about 5 seconds in the past. He's going to come around this corner. The bomb's planted. If he was there 2 seconds earlier, he could almost win the round for them. And that's okay. No, they didn't get punished for it. But what have we said so far, Jason? Just because it works doesn't mean it's good.
Yep. Still a game of timing. 9-5. Money's still going to be a little bit rough for Vici because they did go on a 2-round streak. I mean, the upside is that even if Vici loses round, as mentioned before, or loses round, loses map, they have a really good win rate on Inferno. So at least have that as a backup plan. Tiger, I hope it was on 12K. Like, this is insane. It's not very often we see, you know, teams get up to these kind of banks to play with. I mean, what was it? A team was up 6-0. I understand it's like a different part of the game, like it's in the early phase, but it's up 6-0. They lose 2 rounds and they're bankrupt. Kind of testament to how clean the rounds have been for Tiger. To the double off, and it didn't work the last time they used it. It's just spraying through. He needs to get tagged up with the last shot out of Aircast. Pretty even trade.
I think with Aircast being 12 HP, though, I mean, that helps the CTs a lot. They haven't got much utility left. One is a nade on Zoking. It's unlikely he gets to really use that properly or use it to take down Aircast, but when they come up to these heads-up duels, that's where they can now... They all basically have ops up against him. Oh, the peeks out. Those head peeks are very dangerous to play against. Zoking's not going to flash. Advent doesn't either. They need help from another side of the map. Instead, it's dry peeks and the trades going their way. Urcast can't afford to push out really wide, but he's going to have to because he's all alone in a 1v3. A 12 health Opper with a lot of work to do. And for now, Vici aren't peeking him. Almost the second he looks away, they went to top stairs, but decided better of it. Just tucked in, waiting for him to go for that bomb. He has to. They know it, and they're not going to throw away an opportunity to close out this half on 9-6. A scoreline that they want better than, but I mean, they desperately need at a minimum.
Well, there you go. That's the end of the first half. Cabal having a, I want to say like a rough game, but then again, I mean, they still have the lead in the end. Kaze, 3 kills. That really stands out. I mean, he was 100% a player, him and Jam Young, that needed to perform to win against Tiger on this match. And with only 3.5, seems like super uncharacteristic of him. Obviously switching over sides, we'll see if he can maybe change things up. But they're really not down that many rounds. If they win the pistol, it's really not that far of an advantage for Tiger.
It's true. Vici do get a lot if they win the pistol, especially on the T side. You can see they're looking in towards the A site. They want to bring this one in fast, bring it home. As the flashes go over, Urcast is still able to find that opening to Zoking, and he just bails back. They're playing retake A, and so he does exactly that. Plays for the retake. Waiting for the players to get aggressive over on that T side and give him an opportunity, and if not, he'll just go once his teammates group up.
A smoke coming down. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, Jam Young, though, needs to get away. How many angles he can play from? He's get spammed through the smoke. Even going for the boost up. They're coming all over the top 4 from CT. Kaze now. Oh, he had such an opportunity to pull that off. And Almond, there's no way. 1v5. The bomb's being stuck with a kit. Tiger, the retake successful. They only lose 1 player on a retake. That's ridiculous. And Aircast now is up to 20 kills.
Well, with that pistol win under their belt, it's looking quite likely. Well, no, ordinarily it would look quite likely we'd reach another map, but you got to remember, Vichi, they've got that bomb plant, right? So they'll be able to get a decent investment with that second round loss bonus you get for losing out the pistol. Here's where they've got the opportunity, 4 rounds between them. How do they invest? They can take an eco, take AKs out in the next.
A little bit jealous of Dinko. He's got like a ability to stand up while casting. I don't know what he was using, but he's got the whole mix for it. And you know, these are long hours, Mitch. Sitting down all day for 10 hours each. I'm gonna try to give it a little bit of a stand and a lean to the microphone.
Yeah, I've just realized I can do the same. I can actually stand. Because I've got a big mic arm and
there you go.
Big arm on the monitor too. So easy peasy. This is much better. Okay, so we're coming into round number 17. As we said, Vici able to get the force buy up. They've gone for it. They've got Galils, 3 of them to work with. A couple Deagles as well. And for Tiger, I love this investment. 4 M4s, an MP9. Can't be angry with that lack of SMGs. This should be a round that they win because of that. But even despite the advantage being in the CT's favor, they don't win the opening duel. In fact, it's 9 that's dropped. That leaves an M4 to be retrieved, and that's exactly what Alman wants to do. Get in there and pick that up. Look for a couple more scalps as he goes. NCL's up close. The smoke through, excuse me. And he leaves the position. Whoops, so does Alman into a Molotov for 50 health. That's a little bit awkward. Spray here from Urcast. Oh, they're lined up. No! Double before he falls, and he's lit up Jam Young as well. That's Tiger right back into the round.
I mean, I think that's Tiger winning the round. NCL up close in sight with the SMG, trying to fight long range. Jam Young gets that kill. Now it's the 1-on-2 for Dobu. He gets the first, gets the second. Tiger. There you go. Get themselves the round. And Vici, I mean, I'm assuming we're going to see some pistols coming through. Rough times. Aircast just saving them there. He's up to 22 kills. And look at that. Almost lining up perfectly. The spray down. He runs out of bullets.
With Tiger winning that round, I think Vici have got to be desperately upset. This will be 12 rounds unless they lose to the forced up pistols. Only a couple upgraded. Oh, no, actually, it's only 1 Glock with P250s and a Deagle and 2 Deagles. Bit of utility. Armor on Zoking. There's not a whole lot for Vici. This round should play out as a formality. We'll see if that's the case. The molly late towards Palace allows them down to the site. They're looking for the bomb plant, but the sprays are just too powerful. And towards the triple box, it's going to be attempted. Jam Young already touching it down to the floor. And it looks like he's got it. Okay. How much damage can he do outside of it? Nothing. So just 1 kill in the bomb plant. But again, considering investments, that's a pretty good outcome.
We can see the op coming out of Kaze. Still on 3 kills, FY. End of the half on 3, and he still has yet to get a kill. I mean, we're only a couple rounds in, so understandable, just 3. Vichi now down 6 rounds. If they're going to start winning, if they want to take this in 2, they need to start picking up rounds ASAP. They need that switch to just flick. Nine's got the op. He's looking fairly confident as well. Hyper Beast skin, so clearly he's going to hit every shot he shoots in mid. Vichi just going to spread out. They're going to leave Jam Young over towards Palace. Aggression out of Tiger. Going to be punished. Now, Vichi, for me, you got to be able to win this round. You're up 5-4. Aircast is on an SMG. You have to be able to take this.
It is a necessity. We'll see if they're able to muster the might. For Vichi, they've been really struggling on this map so far. And the previous times they played at the SMG, got an angle around the smoke for a second, but Urkcast not able to spot Alman creeping in towards the connector. Now in position and looking for some victims. Nothing offered up just yet. The rest of the team move in towards the B site. There's nobody here to defend it after the kill they found. It was full rotates to A. Alman's creeping in towards the jungle. Jam Young still waiting for more. And, ooh. The bomb's on its way. I mean, it was an underpass. They were thinking about going back to the A side potentially. That maybe the rotates had already happened. But they've realized now that's not the case. So it's going to be a nice clean plant. And that's when Jam Young can find these rotates. These players shouldn't really be looking towards Palace at this stage. Off they go. And here we go. Jam Young with the opportunity. They're waiting, though, very patiently. And he only gets damage. They've got a man advantage going in for this retake. And maybe the jump's going to be had by Urkcast as he cut. Never mind.
They got to keep this clean. Vichi, they need to not lose out on any more players. I mean, if this is going to be their start to climb up this mountain of rounds they're behind, they need to build up the economy. You look at Tiger, they're playing this smart, not trying to go for the retake. Their money's not the best. You can keep the SOP, keep the AK and the M4. You can obviously drop over Cabal and Aircast can by himself. Here's the player we're looking at. Okay. That's insane again. 53 grenades used in this map. 13 Molotovs. Like, that's so much money spent if you think about it. With all that utility. And obviously means, you know, you're not really able to buy up his guns as often as the rest of your team.
Yeah, definitely. The molly investments are going to be pretty significant.
All the utility as well.
Yeah, when you look to Tiger, though, they've had a lot of money for most of this game, so it's no surprise that they get that much to invest. The timing there was almost great for Urkcast, close to hitting the shots. Vichi are moving in towards this site. They're at a man disadvantage and looking to gain some ground. The bomb plant can go down towards triple, but Dobu answers with yet another and a double on that. 3 in total in the round before he falls. And Vichi, they've just allowed so much to come through from one man on a site, completely separated from his teammates. Alman, oh no, he crept past Urkcast. Cabal took him down from over on short. Another for Cabal, 13-7. And Jason, it's hard to really imagine this going the way of Vichi at this point, isn't it? I mean, they're 6 rounds behind on their T side. There's been no real signs of life from them. And considering a round like that, they pushed towards the A site. They had their execute. They had their smokes down. But what's most surprising is that it didn't even seem like map knowledge specifically. More so they weren't on the same page. You've players pushing connector, jungle. They haven't even cleared side out yet. Nobody's watching for Dobu pushing through that smoke. And he finds 3 kills before he's dealt with. That should never happen.
That's what confused me. It's like just kind of basics, right? It's not the map that seems to be causing Vichi problems right now. It's just like pretty standard things of, you know, holding angles until the bomb goes down. Maybe they got a little bit overconfident, expected no one to push through the smoke, but a smoke is not a wall. It's not an immovable object. It's not something that's impassable. And Dobu punishes them for it. And they get themselves the round, and look what Vici have. An ump, a galil, utility, really not much. Super tough times for them. But Almond, this is sneaky. I'm not sure if he's fully been spotted out. They're going to need his flank. Ball going to get a little bit further pushed. I think Advent might get spotted here when he's holding the angle. Good Molotov comes through to buy some time, and the player's up close, and the ball gets the kill. Joakim will get one before he falls, but must have been dinked up by NCL there.
A nice deep nade. Didn't actually land anything. Thought that would have done some alright damage. You can see Vici on their way around to the A site. They're starting to heavy rotate. Alman's going to be able to come through underpass and do a little bit of damage there. Or is he already up on shore?
He's at house.
Yeah, okay. So he's on ladder. He'll be able to come on through then. Assist him. I thought for a second he was in underpass. I was like, why is he looking that way? He's looking at a wall then. That makes sense. A super passive hold by Tiger. I mean, they're not even positioned with anybody in window. Evidently quite scared of Alman if they spotted him earlier, or scared of anybody having boosted up, realizing at this point they could very easily have come underpass and silently boosted a player in towards the window. It's not somewhere I expect Dobu to actually make a move towards, and yeah, he predictably goes towards CT. Now there's two players here. They can try to stop the bomb plant, but they're already too late. It's time to... Oh, they're trying to bait in. I like the setup. Dobu would be there. You know, 9 finds the shot, pulls back, and then Dobu trades. He's made noise already, though. They know he's close, but it still works out.
Dobu going for the op here. Okay. I was about to say, go back to the AK. Seems more fitting on the retake. Kazi can't hit the shot. It's only 1 kill for him in this entire second half. Down to the 2-on-2, and... I think it was Advent. Almond, they know where he was. He's now in towards jungle. The bomb's being stuck, comes around the corner, and Cabal hits the shot again. That's 3 for him. Tiger now on to 14. Vichi with the plant are going to be able to buy up again. This is looking so good for Tiger. I would have thought that was going to be a B push. Having Almond that aggressive in towards house. But a good read by Cabal. I mean, why would Almond peek from short with an AK versus the AWP? Tries to close the gap, and Kaze will be able to pick up another, his 5th now in this whole game. And that's just more of Tiger getting cocky. Getting a little bit too confident. Well, NCL still going to be holding this position. There's a lot of T's coming his way, and Aircast is actually pushed up middle. He's going to get in behind them. This is so much information given. Jam Young trying to pull off alert, catch him on the rotate. Been punished from that before, and with NC unfortunately going down, the rotation of Aircast is going to be a little bit too slow. But Cabal gets one. On top thrown in. Bomb looking to go down. There's going to be Kaze there to watch the back, except he turns away from the angle. Aircast pushes through. He's going to have this first kill. But he wants more. And Kaze, he's going to be in for a very disturbing surprise. And nade comes in, and Joking gets extremely low by Cabal before. I think he gets legged up or gets tagged through a wall. Pulls off the double, and now Cabal is left alone. He gets the first with the USP. Oh my god, he can stick this. Jam Young, he's not here. Incendiary's going to come in, but Cabal has full HP. He's just going to stick it, and he's going to hold it. And Tiger will get up to 15. What's going on, Mitch?
Jeez, I mean, this is ridiculous. The amount of space he had on that one. The flash over from short timed terribly. His teammate had just fallen, and so Cabal realizes, oh, this dude's mid? No problem. That's an easy defuse for me. Oh boy. We are not going to be going the distance on this map, but it looks like we'll go all the way over to, what's up next, Inferno?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As I said, yeah, Inferno looks pretty one-sided for Vici. I mean, they beat them 16-13 last time there as well, but Tiger just don't play it enough. I don't believe they'll have the depth to beat Vici. Considering this map, maybe there is a possibility. Urcast doing well. Goes, oh, come on. Straight backwards into Kaze, and he misses the shot. That's a double for Urcast. Still not punished after missing his own op shot. And well, this is GG on that, isn't it? Elman in a 1v5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much gonna call it. I think I'm confident in saying so. Only one round picked up for Vici on the T side, and Alman. Hey, if you pull this off, I'll wax my armpit. I'm not confident.
Oh, please 1v5 this.
Ain't gonna happen.
I think we can all agree, including Valve, to allow him to spin bot right now, just for the armpit waxing. Oh.
There we go. Not a chance. And Tiger get the win, 16-7, bouncing back from Nuke, where they were struggling, but they